And you're listening to another episode of the Quiver Podcast. As we're getting closer and closer to volleyball season, we're gonna discuss today what's in a name. Talking about Fifi Sharma's comments. Fifi Sharma's comments of saying she feels less pressure now in the pros than when she did with LaSalle, and talking about should the Lady Spikers be called Lady Archers instead or Green Archers instead. And for today's discussion, we have Vic. Say hello.
Hello and happy weekend and konti na lang meron na
Well,
ulit
ba?
UAAP.
Wala nang tayo weekend na naman. Yun ang mangyayari niyan. Uh,
Oo, oo. yung weekend natin
spend
makukuha
sa
ulit
tema,
yung mga
spend your time with your
pagkakataon.
family habang pwede pa. Uh, uh,
Yes,
and
yes, yes, yes.
and
Correct,
Brian.
correct.
Ay, belated Chinese New Year sa mga nag-celebrate.
Ayan.
Peng and Tikoy.
Kila Rajan Lee, Joseph Yo, yung mga ating mga yan, mga yan.
Yan.
Ito yung
Steve White
dan.
lang. Steve
Gusto
White
ko
lang.
inuna si Rajan
Sa kay
Luis
Melissa
Gohing.
Gomez.
Siyempre.
Siyempre, inuna si Rajan Lee,
Siyempre,
no?
siyempre.
Very fan favorite.
Importante. Importante
Yan.
mauna si Ray dyan.
So guys, before we get to today's topic, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Quiver Podcast. You have a chance to win a Trofeo Green Watch once we reach 1,000 subscribers. Ibarra Watches has already reached their goals. So just subscribe and you'll have a chance to win this beautiful green Trofeo Green Watch. Okay? Guys, to the volleyball. So we're almost here, volleyball season coming quickly upon us in February. And of course, volleyball news start trickling in as we move past the men's basketball season. Fifi Sharma, former DLSU lady spiker, now of the Akari Chargers, did an interview, I think, with One Sports. And she said she feels less pressure now playing for the Akari Chargers than when she was playing for the De La Salle Green Arts. Because she felt she had to prove herself. She had to, in La Salle every day to her coaches, to the fans, to her teammates. And she doesn't feel that pressure now with Akari in the PSL. First, Vic, what did you make? Can you make sense of what these comments mean from Fifi Sharma?
Well, that's the package yan I mean, package yan when you play for Lasal. Kung hindi matibay ang dibdib mo, hindi ka naman makaka-survive dito I mean, especially for, hindi naman, it's for all sports, but medyo highlighted for the two mainstream sporting events ni UAAP, which is men's basketball and sa women's volleyball, no? Medyo doon na highlight, but it's a pressure overall kahit sa ang sporting event ka maglaro for Lasal when you carry Lasal in the league, yung pressure nandiyan na yan hindi yan siya mawawala. It's always been there, kaya alam mo yun, if pati knowing women's volleyball, Coach Ramil, they don't stop recruiting hanggat may makikitang magaling yan, kukuha yan ng magaling. That's why ako yun yung pinanggagalingan ko so we are just we're just throwing out ideas here kung ano yung naging basis, ano yung naging hugot ni Fifi for saying those things. But sa akin, yes, I agree with Coach Ramil's system. Kailangan mo talagang patunayan sarili mo araw-araw kasi hindi sila tumitigil mag-recruit It's either makontento ka kung anong status mo, hindi ka mag-improve. Pag may dumating na mas magaling, babay ka. You won't get that. I mean, in yung dynamics ng volleyball is really tricky kasi bihira yung sub kung sub ka, you have to pray na pangit man pakinggan, you have to pray na ma-injure yung starter kasi kung hindi, starter libero lang naman talaga yung nagpapalit dyan di ba?
Or off game.
Or hugot ka.
game
Or hugot ka na Ramil,
Talagang-
di ba? Ganun lang. Seize your
Yes.
opportunity.
di ba? Parang But until such time comes, talagang mag-aantay ka ng oras mo. So it's really ano talaga
Diba?
dyan, it's a cutthroat sporting event
Diba? Sink
na
or swim,
talagang
di ba? Oo.
Oh.
yun, yes. So it's pressure. Pressure because you're playing for Lasal, pressure that you're expected to win every time. Pressured na andyan ka sa program ni Coach Ramil na one of the best programs in the country, considering na kahit yung mga walang masyadong playing time sa atin, they get signed up by PVL ball clubs as what we have seen, 'di ba? So there's really a lot of kung hindi ka matibay, hindi ka tatagal maglaro for
Yeah.
Lasal.
How about you, Brian?
I guess yung comments niya is coming from personal experience. So, mahirap din natin i-discount. Baka may mga hindi naman siya dinisclose na things going on in her life or in campus. So, but yun. Pero maganda yung sinabi ni Vic na wala talagang, when it comes to just securing your spot, you can't really just, you can't really take away na walang pressure sa Lasal. As in, for a program na laging expected mag-champion ever since lumakas tayo under Coach Ramil. Alam mo yung last season na Final Four finish lang, it's already seen as a disappointment eh. Where sa other programs, parang yun ang goal nila. Sa Lasal, hindi. Ang goal is to really win the championship.
Oh.
Kung matalo nga sa finals, naalala ko, disappointment din yun eh. As in talagang expectations are high once you wear that Lasal jersey. And yun nga, we also have a lot of talented players na kahit alam nilang scarce yung playing opportunities nila, they still go to Lasal because they know what it takes. Pagkatapos ng career mo, ng UAP career mo, you can either have a good pathway through education, nakapag-aral ka because of your volleyball, or if you're fortunate enough, yun nga, you have a pro career to look forward to as well.
Yep.
So, marami lang dumaan sa butas ng karayom under Coach Ramil and nag-succeed naman sila. And I guess we can still say naman na Fifi is one of them. She won a championship with Lasal and she also improved kasi I think may mga arguments online saying that had she gone elsewhere, she might not even have been considered sa ALAS, which is the national team, diba? So I think her Lasal stint helped pave the way for her to become a PVL athlete and a national team player as well. So, when it comes to pressure, yun eh. I mean, kung di naman nagustuhan ni Fifi yun at the time, then tama lang naman yung ginawa niya. She left at a good time for her sake, I guess. And yun, kita naman na maybe the team could have needed her presence, arguably, kasi nga, diba, nag-third. But still, di nga naubusan ng talent sa Lasal. And everyone who puts on the Lasal jersey is expected to win. Kasi alam na natin yun. I think even the players internalize that themselves given the training they have to go through twice a day yan, if I'm not mistaken. Minsan, yung na-extend pa. Kasi kunwari magta-train sila in the morning, tapos magka-class, then evening magta-train ulit sila, tapos parang they also have their dormitory.
Pagtalo sa game sa malaro, may training sila after.
Yun, pagtalo sa game, may
after yung
training pa sila. Hindi ko nga alam kung tama, parang may isang game or dalawang game in the past, I think mga a decade or so ago nito. Kahit panalo yata, pero pangit panalo.
Yes, that happens.
Yes.
The standards are really high.
Yes, correct.
The results will only take you so far, pero sa training nila Coach Ramil, Coach Noel, everyone else there, alam nila na they really have a high bar for everyone.
No criticism kay Fifi because of her personal experiences, diba? And she has a point. It's not easy playing for Lasal. Iba yung pressures ng play Lasal. It's different pressures playing for a team like Akari, diba? But what we understand is sometimes you reach where you are now and reach that point where you don't feel any pressure because of what you experience in Lasal. Diba? First is yung training. Yung sinabi nyo na what Brian said and Vic said. Yung training, the rigors of going to Ramil, your development as a player, being exposed to the highest level of college volleyball. Diba? Lasal is the best program in the country in terms of history, in terms of success. Being put through that gauntlet makes you pro ready. So when you face these pressures now, so parang ba yung ginisa ka, tapos buo ka na. Yung sa pros, diba? Hindi ka nahilaw. Diba, ganun?
Oo. So,
Oo.
unless may team na kagaya ng, let's say, kung mapunta siyang
Yeah.
Streamline, because Streamline's been that sort of parang nasa top
Correct.
ng league na lang ngayon. So parang, or F2 before, nung may PSL, and then F2 was also in the echelons na ganyan. Parang, unlike, kung maging ganun yung Akari, then maybe,
Yeah.
baka doon
But
maramdaman yung pressure kasi may winning
and
program
even
na inaalagaan.
even beyond volleyball, all these opportunities Fifi and other lady spikers are experiencing off the court, diba? These brand partnerships, these guestings on different shows, their following is also a result.
She,
Oh,
had
diba?
her
She had her
own
own
show
show.
nga
It's as a
eh.
result of her stint with LaSalle. If she had gone to other schools, it's no guarantee she'd be experiencing the same kind of success off the court and then sitting on the court in the pros, having that kind of brand profile, that name. So I guess it's really, things come with the pressure, their attachments to that pressure, but it breeds success. You wouldn't be where you are in that pros, that comfort zone you are now, without what you experience in LaSalle. And I guess it shows, Brian said and Vic said, it's what shows what a good program LaSalle has in terms of volleyball and in churning out great talent. Okay.
Parang pressure is a privilege.
Yes.
Tipong ganyan.
Yeah, and I think not just for LaSalle volleyball, especially for LaSalle volleyball and basketball, I think that's really the pressures that come with playing. There are perks, there are pros and cons, and these are one of the cons, the pressure. But look how it turns out for these players once they go pro and move on to the next stage of their lives. Right? Okay. Guys, for our next topic, we've been referring to the past segment and even our previous episode as our women's volleyball team has been referred to as the Lady Spikers. And this is something we've seen for many years now on TV, as talking when fans are talking. And I think it begs the question now, guys. The LaSalle University varsity teams are known as the Green Archers, right? Is it right that they still be called Lady Spikers, or should there be a movement? Should there be a change to be called, for them to be called the Lady Archers or even Green Archers? So we can have that conversation now. Brian, we both have experience in the school paper. With sa obituary section tayo ng school paper, so wasn't that busy. Hindi naman. Wala obituary. Naman siya. Wala.
Wala.
Nothing, walang pumapasok na news eh. Tayo ng section pag ano.
Thankfully naman.
SLN. Yung may SLN.
So, excuse me. Alright, maybe you can give us a bit of a genesis or history. Because we know green spikers, green booters, diba? Green pawn pushers, tennisters. These are internal terms to differentiate teams within the school paper, because you can't call everyone Green Archers, right? That's usually served with the basketball team. You can't call, because it'll cause confusion in your articles. Usually, Green Archers lose to UE in tennis. Green Archers lose to NU to basketball. It's cause confusion. So give us a bit of history about that.
Okay, so when I applied for the school paper, kasama nga yun,
So obituary section to or sa sports? Sports section na, okay.
Sa sports. Doon ako bumagsak eh. Kaya yung obituary, di ko naabot. Mahina yung results ko. So, kasama siya sa part ng exam sa sports section na exam sa TLS. And then, actually, parang ang tinatest lang nila doon is yung readership mo eh. Kasi it's really actively used. Nasa style book. Nasa publication. As in, kailangan mo siya gamitan. And that's understandable. Kasi yun nga, you're reporting internally. I think ang blurry line dito is because the teams are used to that. Then maybe when volleyball got elevated into mainstream media, telecast were started mid-2000s if I'm not mistaken. So parang sinubmit ng LaSalle is Green Spikers and Lady Spikers. Well, initially Lady Spikers lang kasi obviously men's volleyball only had their coverage recently. But yung women's volleyball, when it started, sila yung lady spikers na katangi-tangi eh. You would see UST still have the Tigresses. Although I think sa publication ng UST, they use parang parang Tiger Spikers or something like that. Pero yun, hindi naman nag-stick yun sa TV. Sa atin lang yung nag-stick na Lady Spikers. And we ask people, diba? We ask people we know who are in Lasal way earlier than we were. And kahit sila, parang walang mabigay na juncture na kung kailan
It just
naging women
happened and
yung
just stuck.
monitors.
Parang ganun nangyari.
Parang it was a nice ring, and I guess that really was picked up. And then wala naman na contest. I think there was a time na talagang when you say Lady Spikers, it's Lasal, parang ganun. Kasi theoretically, diba, the UE Warriors, they can also say they are
Yep.
Warrior Spikers.
It's a generic name.
Amaraw Spikers,
Oh.
Bulldog Spikers, yeah. Kasi nga, that's the action that will distinguish the volleyball action eh. Kasi diba sa basket, pero yun nga, yung archers sa basketball, it's just the archers. Walang archer cagers or archer booters, diba? Parang it's just nagkaroon sila ng character sa table tennis, paddlers, judo, judokas, etc. I mean, the list goes on.
Tennisters.
Ah,
Ganun. Tennisters
Saka
na.
yung yung
Salon
tantrums.
tennis, tennisters.
Oo. Ayan, so parang sa atin naging siya, nag-stick nga, and I think if magkakaroon pa ng more telecast with other sports, yun yung ginagamit na names eh. Which I think has that distinct character, pero yun, as we will explore into this as the topic we discuss goes on, parang nawawala nga yung status ng archer across other sports kasi ngayon, pag sinabing archer, basketball lang iniisip ng mga tao, di ba? Either green or lady archer ka. So maybe if we bring this to light, it's a good thing to revisit it. Na what applies in the newspaper may not necessarily apply to or baka mga isn't high time for the officials of the school to maybe address that and have a better
So for our Blue Fire LPG hot take of the day, should we officially rename the Lady Spikers to the Green Archers or Lady Archers? Vic, what's your belief? What's your take on this?
It's time. Lahat gawin mo ng
Not just the volleyball team. Another, you're saying all varsity teams. Yeah.
Oo. Lahat na. Kasi, I think we've been talking about this in the past. Sa akin, yun yung ko. That's what I want. Kasi, like sa atin, di ba? Pag, example to, I think pinag-usapan natin to kayo na pre-prod eh. Halimbawa, nasa office ka, and nalaman na taga-Lasal ka. Ang tawag nga sa'yo sa office, yun eh, common casual talk. Si Vic, Green Archer yan. Kasi
everyone from the school is called the Green Archer, diba? That's how it works. Correct.
Yes. So, walang issue dapat if we call all our sports teams sa UAP na Green Archers kasi each and every one of us technically Green Archers naman talaga tayo eh. So I think all teams since all of them are students, all of them are fighting for Lasal, deserve lang din talaga na tawagin ng Green Archers lahat ng
Yeah, it's a branding issue as well, right? Of how we want to call these teams. The Lady Spikers have built up a brand, one of the most popular, if not the most popular volleyball team in the country, right? Brian, do you see any downside from shifting away from Lady Spikers to that name change?
Yeah, there may well be when it comes to recall. Pero kung titignan nga natin yung situation ng kabila, Ateneo, they previously referred to their volleyball team as the Ateneo Lady Eagles, but now there's a shift, diba? In their side, everyone is a Blue Eagle na, regardless of sport, regardless of gender. So parang I think may liberty na lang to use their nicknames is the school paper, and only kapag hindi clear yung designation. I don't even think they use it now kasi I think yung cheer dance nila they also refer to the Blue Bubbles, the Ateneo Blue Eagles sa cheer dance. So parang there is really that active part sa side nila. Sa atin, hindi, siguro may mga mag-argue that we should not, kung ginawa siya natin we shouldn't do it. Parang may mga magsasabi ng ganyan. Pero ang tingin ko ultimately dito, kasi nakita ko sa campus during my time and even years after I left LaSalle, may mga teams na nagbabayan din kasi sa nicknames. Like they print shirts na nakalagay kung ano yung anointed na nicknames nila. So if wala silang problem dun, then maybe they keep that. But for example, I think we know of people sa football, they don't really like the Booters tag. That's why they have social media pages and then they just call themselves as the LSU football, which is I think a more accurate way of addressing them. Pero yun nga, we still see publications call them as green booters kasi it's stuck or lady booters. Yun. So I think ultimately, if the branding issue siya and naging sikat na nga yung Lasal as the lady spikers, they would really have to assert na, okay, if you want to keep the spikers tag, papanindigan na namin to. If the other sports of LaSalle, other sports teams of LaSalle would want to change their names, but they prefer to be spikers forever, or at least for as long as they want to be. Okay, let them have it. Pero kung mag-agree nga sila na they also want to be archers, then do it pronto, di ba? Para, that can already start a movement na, kung ginawa na ng volleyball, okay, maybe the others na may dissent.
Ako, Bray, I think even though ayaw ng volleyball team, I think the school should even make a call na, you know what, it's the identity of the school. It's really up to us to manage how the public perception of the team. If you want to keep Lady Spikers, it'll be an official nickname if you want. Diba? That's one. If you want to keep it, fine. You keep it on your merchandise and your shirts. But officially, all LaSalle teams should be called Green Archers. And I think it's only fair to other varsity teams. Why should we only call the LaSalle men's basketball team as the Green Archers, right? And everyone doesn't get to keep the nickname from tennis, swimming, baseball. Why can't they keep the official nickname and moniker of the school? Is it to show they're a lower tier, diba? It should be something that cut across all varsity teams for consistency, and it's recognition of their hard work as well, that they carry the name of the school, diba? They carry the name De La Salle University. They should also carry the name Green Archers at the same time.
Yeah, we would like to know the pulse then of the listeners and viewers. If you have your thoughts, put them down there. We will go through them and
discuss in the next episode.
Check the breakdown in that.
You should put a poll out.
Yeah,
put a poll out too, Bray.
Nice,
put a poll out too.
Poll. Yeah, on Spotify and on YouTube. So vote for your responses and also put down comments kung may iba pa kayong ideas like how to resolve this. Because I think maganda nga talaga na artist everyone. But if may unofficial nicknames, how do they go about it?
Vic, and that brings to another quickly conversation around women's teams. Should we gender differentiate women's teams from Green Archers and Lady Archers, or should we be consistent all Green Archers? Because same thing. If I think it's gender neutral enough, diba, to have Green Archers for women. I think it still works. What do you think?
Hindi naman sa OSD no? So...
Hindi, ayoko nang lagyan ng gender specific kasi I will always, hindi naman sa mga students ba pagka babae, I mean yung similar example kanina. Pag ba nasa labas ka, ang tawag din ba pagka babae ka?
Archer yan.
Lady Archer yan. Hindi naman.
You lose the green You lose the green. Ano na rin diba? Oh.
Tagalasal yan. Green Archer yan. Kahit kay lalaki, kay babae ka, kaya ano pang gender preference mo, ang tawag sa'yo, Green Archer wala. I mean, I will always hold on to that thought. So, wala. Hindi ko feel na magkaroon ng gender division when it comes to putting up moniker. So Green Archer talaga siya dapat.
And it's a bit weird when other teams do it as well. The Lady Warriors, Tigresses makes a bit more sense. Lady Falcons, it's dropping the making it. I guess it goes back to being the internal term for school use. But externally, managing that branding should be different. Personally, yung NU, yung Bulldog should have been bitches from the start sa akin. Gusto ko yun. Push ko yun. Kung gagawin natin. Bigyan niya, paangas yun. Di ba?
Kasi di ba pag tawag dito, yun naman totoo eh. Pagka babaeng aso, di ba, yun naman yung tawag. Diba?
Your bitches starting 5. Yan, di ba? Yan yung mga,
di ba?
Kasi yun.
May naisip pala akong counter argument. Hindi man counter argument. Parang example lang from other areas. So, parang, paano ba to? Pag national team, di ba? Kasi I think yun, parang consistent na nickname across all sports. So, maybe that's how LaSalle parlance came to be. Na parang they had this reference na, pag basketball ka, ito yung nickname mo. Pag volleyball ka, ito yung nickname mo. So, I guess that's how it's been practiced. Pero, yun nga. Maybe now is the good.
I think that works for national teams. Like you see in football, diba? Socceroos, Matildas, that kind of thing. May ganon. But I think when you compare it to the school-to-school level here in the USNCA, like you say, UNC Tar Heels, man, woman, Tar Heels yan. You don't see Lady Tar Heels or Duke Blue Devils, that kind of thing.
Pero do you recall ba kay pato Tennessee if they are using
I think they do. I think that's the one rare case that they do, the Lady Volunteers.
Bigla ko naalala si Tennessee.
Successful program rin yan eh. So I guess that's a good example of if you have the K, if you have the name, you can do it. But I think they're called the Lady Vols, Lady Volunteers, Lady Vols for short.
Diba? Naalala ko
I think it's the one unique case in women's NCAA. So even under jerseys
Pero the rest wala naman silang
But at the same time, but going back, I can accept Lady Archers, but calling them Lady Spikers is generic. I think that's too of a stretch for me. Lady Vols, I can understand. Kasi doon yung volunteers.
Walang green or walang archer identity, It's just straight up Lady Spikers.
So, I think that's a good point. Thanks for bringing that up, Vic. That was a good point. This is a very good case. But I guess the difference there's still the branding of the archer, which the school owns and the school wants to be associated with. So, guys, that's it for today's That's it for today's episode. Make sure to drop in. What do you think? Like Brian said, should the Lady Archers change their name to Green Archers or Lady Archers? We also like to thank today's podcast sponsors. First, Blue Fire LPG for all your cafeteria or office or canteen needs. Contact Blue Fire LPG on social media. And Sabi Skincare for fresh, rejuvenated skin. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube page to win an Ibarra Green Watch from Ibarra. And we have more surprises coming up. Don't forget, we'll be previewing the volleyball season very soon. Drop in the comments as well. Who do you think? What is your prediction in terms of place? Will they finish champion, first, second, third, fourth for both the green? Now I'm confused with the names for our men's and women's volleyball team. For both our men's and women's.
Galit sa sarili.
Nagulan na ako eh. The men's and women's volleyball team. Yan. Let's skip it for now.
And then kung may mag-rookie of the year ba, MVP, or whatever.
We'll also be doing a special, similar to our men's basketball season, a game-by-game prediction, Final Four prediction, and finals prediction of how the season will play out. I think we work backwards I think we should put LaSalle sa champion then work backwards. Para tayo punta doon. Ganun rin pupunta
Tsaka natin pa-urong. Ano kayang record doon? Tsaka reverse engineering mo yung record.
Alright. Vic.
Si Gio. Kailangan natin si Gio.
Vic, Brian, thank you for today's episode. Thanks to everyone for listening. Like and subscribe to your YouTube. Quiver and YouTube and Spotify. We'll see you next week. And as we always say, Animal Asal.
Animal Asal!
Lasal.